I would like to thank one of my subscribers, Weekend Warrior, for this story from News 1, April 17th, 2018. And I will leave the link to this article in the description box. Here we go again, y'all. I think we have to just conclude that we are surrounded by people that just don't function normally. And they are not going to do things that look civilized because it's just not. Unarmed 26-year-old black father killed by police who possibly fired over 30 shots. That just tells me you're incompetent. If you got to shoot someone 30 times to kill them, you are incompetent. The policing in America is incompetent. Deontay Yarber, who was driving his cousins and friends to the store on April 5th, never made it home. Deontay Butchie Yarber, a 26-year-old father of three, was driving his cousin and friends to a local Walmart store in Barstow, California, 2 hours outside of Los Angeles on April 5th. In broad daylight, police officers fired what sounded like 30 quick consecutive shots into Yarber's packed car, killing him and injuring a woman in the vehicle, the Guardian reported. Within seconds, his life was cut short in another law enforcement-involved shooting that raised more outrage about what activists have said in the disregard of Black lives. His life mattered, and it was taken away in a barrage of bullets. Okay, so now you can't go to Walmart with family and friends to do some shopping. That's illegal too if you're Black. Judgment Day is coming to America. Make no mistake about it. It is coming. Okay. Statements are routinely released by police to explain the encounter shaping a defense of an officer's action in most cases. In other words, they got to get together and come up with their lie. We know how it's done in America. Officers allege that Yarber was wanted for questioning. Okay, so even if a person is wanted for questioning, you have to execute them? In a car theft case and slammed into their vehicle. However, the man's family and their attorney argued that the young father posed no threat. They believe that he should have never been treated as a suspect, a sentiment that many people of color also echo in cases of unarmed men being killed by cops. Remember what the cop said in the video last week where he slipped up and said on camera, it's better to kill them. It's better to kill the suspect than to take them in alive. Remember, he said that. And we know who he was saying that about. He was saying that about Black males. So just think about that as I'm reading this. He said it is better to kill them than to take them in alive. And what do they do with Black males? They kill you and not take you in alive. He already revealed it. There's no turning back. It's already been revealed. And it been revealed last summer by your cop in Cobb County, Georgia, that says, we only kill Black people. We only kill Black people, right? We only kill Black people, right? You already revealed it. See, that's the problem when you do evil. You always got some idiot among you that's always going to spill the beans. And you know you're killing these people for no reason. Even when you come to the comment section of Black videos talking about it, well, you should have did this and should have did that. Well, that's awfully funny. White people don't do those things and don't end up dead. I've seen white people spit on cops, hit cops, cuss cops out. The videos are all over YouTube. They don't end up dead. That's how we know you're full of crap. The police took him away for no reason. Brittany Chandler, the mother of Yarber, 19-month-old daughter, Leanne, said, according to The Guardian, the police should be held accountable for this, but we know cops are not held accountable in America. We already know this. They're not going to be held accountable. We know how the judges in this country, in the juries, are an extension of the police departments, and they're not going to convict each other. Plain and simple. That's why this is why they have all throughout history kept these juries as white as possible. There's a reason behind that. And the reason is, especially for cops, to make sure the cops are never placed in jail for their activities that they do against Black people. They have to, the only way they can pull that off is to keep the juries as white as possible. And that's what they have done all throughout history. And it's primarily all white juries you will never, ever, ever get any justice from. And they got a history of that. Go all throughout American history of court cases. White juries are the ones that will never give you justice. And that's all part of the systematic racist society that has existed for 5 centuries. So when you see all white juries, a white judge sitting there, a white cop, you already know the outcome. You don't even need to sit through it. So no, we may say all this stuff, but cops are not held accountable in America. And that's why they continue to conduct themselves with poor policing on a regular basis, because they know nothing's going to happen to them. Okay. They are sick people for them to be able to shoot someone down in broad daylight. Well, yeah, we have been ran. This whole world has been ran by the sickest people. And that's why the world is corrupt. It's violent. Since these people been in charge for 6,000 years, this world has been violent for 6,000 years. There's no peace anywhere on this planet under their leadership. There's no peace, and you're not going to find any peace on this planet. They can't even bring peace to themselves. How are they going to bring it to the planet? The white community is violent too. They're killing each other and doing drugs, and doing drugs is a violent act to your own body. So you can't expect them to show you something that they can't even show themselves. All right. The investigation has shown that Yarber was unarmed and not in the path of the cop vehicle. Facts that indicate officers should never have discharged their weapons. Del Gallipo, an attorney representing the woman hit and injured in the car, said the officers in the shooting are on paid administration leave, so paid vacation. A police spokesman said no word yet on if they will be fired or if charges will be made. It really don't matter if they're fired, because we saw Betty Shelby. All they do is go from one police department to another, just like we saw in the case of Betty Shelby. She just went to trial, left the police department, went to another, and got an even higher position. That's what happens to them. So firing them that's no good. It's no good, because there's too many predominantly white police departments that are more than willing to pick these same cops up and hire them. So it's really a counterproductive thing. for them to be fired. And we know they're not going to jail a white cop for killing a black man. But activists have been out on the streets in the fight for Yarborough. 80 to 100 people marched at Barstow last week. At the WW Daily Press reported, with more protests likely to happen. They have a simple but powerful message: no justice equals no peace. So there you have it, y'all. Nothing is going to change unless we change it. Just understand that. You know, and number two, stop talking to white people when these shootings happen. Don't talk to them, because all they're going to do is come to insult you, call you names, and then try to imply that this person that they know absolutely nothing about has done something wrong. Those are the only things they're going to do. So whenever these shootings happen, let's talk to each other about it, but not them. They're not going to give you anything helpful that's going to prevent this from happening. They're not going to stop it from happening. They're going to come around you, insist that they're not a racist, but they're doing nothing within their community to stop racism. They're not doing anything. So it's really counterproductive trying to have conversations with them when these cases come up. Let's talk among each other, family, and let's keep this in the family. But please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell and join me on Black Junction TV and blackspot.com. And I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.